first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
That is 3 plays.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cook. And got his man complete. And he's got, there he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 78 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Haskins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
3-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
32-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
56 is mine. 56 is mine. You got time. You got time. You got time. 56 to my boy. 56.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll throw from the gun. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Complete to
coming up on a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come.
His kick.
And it's up and good.
Makes this Washington 7, Cowboys 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
2nd down at 4. Here's Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football. But he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Dix on the coverage.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Here's Haskins to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Over first and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Down at his own
and that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Carry now for Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Caught here by Bell.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
42-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Haskins looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Slings this deep for McLaurin. He's got a man, complete. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Sponge.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
14. Cowboys 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings
on 2nd and 9. Prescott.
42-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Trey Quinn, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think this...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Troy Apke.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Got a man. That's Quinn. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now on fourth down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Dallas.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Third down.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. I got it. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He'll fire one downfield for... It got his man complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front, they got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That one complete to Elliott. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11 yards there, first down.
First down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 9 now. And that is incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
6.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there, in the middle, 55.
Here's a throw out wide to Quinn. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Switch. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. All day, baby, all day.
They go play action with Haskins. Flushed out right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
Play action. Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 55. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Mike 55. Check 55.
They go play action now. Haskins. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Mike.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws.
And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 39.
The Cowboy 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Rumbling past the 30. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Right there. 54 Mike. Time to go, night. Hey, watch that. Check,
On play action, Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And my goodness, another interception. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
right there. All day, baby.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Cooper's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Dallas.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe.
let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Haskins will throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lion. Check 26, check 26.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And a Cowboy first down.
Viking 18. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Today's finals, Washington.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.